What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a stream that I haven't done a stream in a while. So, welcome back. I've posted videos, but I haven't done a stream in like weeks, and that's because just so many things have been going on. I have my nonprofits, been trying to get a job, school, and making videos for the channel, and then the other 50%, which is what this video is sponsored by, The Glorious Cause. So this is a game that I'm making, putting my own money into it. Whatever money I have left going into this game, it's going to be coming to Steam Early Access. I'm crossing my fingers for January. So we already have version 0.2.0 out. 0.3 should be out probably within a week or two. And we, I know some of you guys are, if you're not familiar with it, we are working with Slytherin on. We're in talks about possibly publishing partnering through Steam. So if you guys want to learn more about that, you can sign up for free on patreon.com. I'm going to add more benefits to the free tier and then some just exclusives for the paid tier. But every dollar that you guys give to this project is going to to my team, my programmer, my 2D artist, and the music, and all the SFX that I have to get. So yeah. Anyway, check this out. It's patreon.com/thegloriouscause. You don't actually have to put the CW. I don't know why they make you put CW, but anyway. Today we're talking about Bonaparte, a Mechanized Revolution. It's an indie game, so I'm big into indie games. So the developer is also the publisher. There's also a 2P Games. I'm not familiar with them too much. Looks like they produced a few games. That's my son in the background, just to give you a heads up. So I wanted to give this. I'm into I'm interested in the French Revolution, and I saw Napoleon, a Mechanized Revolution, has like a strategy game kind of thing going on it, so that interested me. Let me lower the volume on my end just a little bit. And so it combines like what's going on in the French Revolution, but with mechanized units. So go with, the once glorious kingdom of France teeters on the brink of collapse. Common people starved, the bourgeoisie half at unfair taxation, flash riots break across Paris for the first time in almost 200 years. King Louis XVI agrees to convene a States General, gathering clergy, nobility, and commoners to aid their grievances and save the country from financial ruin. And the clergy were invited. Interesting. As a member of the King's Loyal Guard, you are here on duty. To the captain, you survey the rest of the scouts. Loyal soldiers, you have been summoned to discuss a dire matter. Though we are proud of General Lafayette, by the way, it's the same Lafayette from the American Revolution. Just to point that out. And by the way, I also have the thing going on over here, so if you do post anything in the chat, I'll read it. And I'm not going to pronounce it, for defeating the British in the American Revolution, the victory has left our treasury empty. Yeah, I watched the documentary. I'm going to make a separate video about Ken Burns' The American Revolution, but there was this female author who published something called the Benjamin Franklin Papers, and she spoke in one of the documentaries that I love, how some people blamed Franklin for King Louis's ultimate demise, because he basically was so persuasive in convincing the King of France to keep giving money to the American cause, which, as you can see, bankrupted France. You only encountered Colossi in train. The power is unlike anything you wielded in battle. Interesting. I want to command one. They require saying, "It's my dream to harness their might." Is it like that you go into them? Obviously, it's electronic something, because I see that. I initially thought maybe this is like a knight's armor just on steroids. The people are already overburdened. His Majesty means well, but how could the people possibly give more to their country? After much discussion, a radical voice calls out, "Enough with you and your taxes! The time has come to form a new government! How dare you? I should have hanged you for such treasonous words." Ooh. My prince, please forgive my colleague, however imprudent his statements. I am sure we all are in agreement France needs reform. A constitutional monarchy with the king as its head and a body compromised of its body would serve and protect all. You know, it's interesting how, like, the French financed the American Revolution, which was built on, you know, a republic, right? And, I mean, it was just a matter of time before a lot of people in France were like, well, why can't we have that here, you know? So it's interesting. The states meet in private for further. I like the paintings here too. The burgesy declared themselves national convention, claimed the right to govern themselves. I refuse to recognize this. I am the ruler of France, and France is me. See, this is the biggest mistake a lot of these dictators make, right? You know, I see this a lot with what do you call it? I saw this a lot with the Tsar of Russia during World War I, right? Where the people were like, "Look, we want to have some kind of say in the way we're governed," right? And you know, the Tsar was like, "No, I am the king. My word is, you know, is you know." And then here you have Louis kind of doing the same thing. When it comes to that point, you should just concede, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think England did that, where they kind of saw where the winds were going, and you know, the king was like, "All right, yeah, let's do a kind of parliament thing." And eventually, the king became more of a formality kind of thing. But even to this day, you know, the people still respect the king and queen and stuff like that. So, unlike the Tsar and, you know, King Louis, which met untimely, you know, ends. We're here by the will of the people. We will not leave except at the point of bayonets. Brother, they are calling for a revolution. We must crush this movement. Some of the royal army secure Versailles and Paris. 40,000 royal troops arrived from across the country surrounding Versailles and Paris. The soldiers' arrival only provokes outrage in the streets. And the question you got to always ask yourself is, how many of those troops are going to be on your side? So that with the Tsar and Nicholas, too. People protest outside the Bastille, a prison fortress in central Paris, and a symbol of the arbitrary injustice of the monarchy. I like that they give this nice intro here to people that maybe not familiar with the French Revolution. We demand that the garrison surrender, release all the prisoners, give up your weapons. Across the city, the royal guard is pulled in every direction. This farce has gone far enough. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be the strategic map. Captain Bonaparte, my troops await orders, Your Highness. The riot in the streets is at a boiling point. The violence might spill over and claim innocent lives if not quelled. Take command of the Colossus, crush the revolt at the Bastille. It would be an honor, my prince. To the Colossus, I will safeguard the security of France. Very good, remember, Bonaparte. You follow the orders of rightful ruler of France for now. Allow the peasants. Any control will lead to chaos and destruction. Vivili Vroya. I'm not going to pronounce that. Okay, so this is the Colossus. Captain Bonaparte, let's advance upon the enemy. Select the unit you control, highlighted in green with left click. Okay. And this is something we're going to be doing in the Glorious Cause. So instead of like a tutorial, Might have a tutorial. I'm still working that out. But we're gonna like for the Battle of Trenton, we're gonna be doing something a little bit similar to this. Then move to the selected and right click. Yeah. Okay, cool. You can undo your move by select. Ooh, maybe I should put an undo. I didn't do an undo in the game. Give me 1 second. I have like a list of stuff to add. I always want to undo. Let me know if you guys want to undo in the Glorious Cause game, you know, and because I've used that numerous times in games. Okay, cool. Defeat all enemies of the French Republic. Oh, this is hex-based. Nice. Okay, cool. I like hex-based games. Some people are like, hex-based games are gone. They're the end. And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, Civ, like 7 is hex. You know, there's numerous hex-based games. You can do Force March. I like this. Okay. Integrity. What are these? Active, regimented. Cool. I wonder what 1 and 4 mean. Okay. Yeah, I mean, animations need a little work. It's like the machine's going. It's kind of like the AI of today. I don't know what 0-4 means. I'm assuming that means I take 0 losses, they take 4. Yeah, confirm. I think that's what that means. Oh. Oh, it'll automatically end. I like clicking end turn. Me personally. Oh, and the cool thing that I like, it actually has the so one thing that's oh. So one thing that I really like about games like this is they actually put how many troops are in. I'm assuming health means the amount of troops in there. And what is this? Morale 40. Okay. I really like games that put in the actual numbers, right? Of how many troops are in that unit. Some games do like, you know, unit strengths of like 0 to 10. You know, a unit that's at 6 out of 10. What is that? Right? Like, I don't know, right? If it's a brigade, right? How much is usually a brigade? Isn't it about 1,000 soldiers or something like that? So is that 600 men? I don't know. Oh, they're pretty much gone. Shows that they're 0 out of 300. That's it. Yeah, I'm assuming that means there's 3 more movement points I can do. Okay. Let us in. Citizens, we cannot allow your entry. In the name of the king, we will defend this fortress alive if necessary. Loyalty is commendable, but the king cares little whether you and your men live or die. Why waste your lives? Surrender the Bastille to us, or else we'll hang every last one of you. You guide the Colossus forward. The ground quivers with each step. Interesting. Turn the Colossus against the crown. I wonder if it's going to let me... Did Napoleon have a brother? This would be cool if it. Oh, this is cool. I like that it gives you a choice system. That is nice. Okay. Always unite with your people. Liberate the Bastille. My friends, Fella Caesar, put in iron, and then it changes the units. I like that, man. This is why I like indie developers. This is why I like indie developers. They think outside the box. The one thing I would like is, like, maybe they should have added the intro how they got mechanized. Mechanized things, you know. Maybe they could have said, like, you know, from the days of Leonardo da Vinci, right? We took inspiration and created this, you know. But it's just like, hey, by the way, you got this mechanical robot, you know. There's no electricity, but we got a mechanical robot, you know. This game actually came out version 1.0 last November, this November that just passed. So this game actually has a couple of really cool things going for it. I was side with my brother. Nice. Oh, I can hit him again because I have another movement point. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to... There, no. Stop it! It's like a mix between like I wanted to say Iron Man and a samurai. It really is. And I can move these guys. Can they fire? Let's go here. See if they can actually open fire. Oh, cool. Nice. I like this game, man. So you don't have to be right next to them. That was one thing that, like, in my game when I was developing it, I was like, I didn't want you have to be next to the enemy, right? You can fire from a distance. And in my game, there's, so like in this game you have health, but in my game, The Glorious Cause, it's going to focus on, health is going to be, it's going to deal with exhaustion, disease, things like that. And so there's going to be really cool functions like, and this is going to be in the strategic campaign release, so it's not going to be in the initial early access release. But like, if this unit has some kind of disease, and they're next to this unit can get can get affected by it and reduce the health. And the lower the health, lower the movement points and stuff like that. So, and a lot of cool things. I probably shouldn't have shared that anyway, because it's on the work. I don't even think I put it on the work item list yet, but that is one of the things that we are going to have in the game. Can I pivot? Not pivot. Okay. Enter. And there's one other game we're probably going to play tonight, which is Menace, because my programmer wants me to give that game a shot to see how the end turn, how we can work. Apparently, it has a unique end turn kind of feature. Okay. let's fall back. Rally! Is Napoleon in this thing? Is he like, like, is he doing the, Iron Man thing? Is Napoleon Iron Man? I think I'm gonna put that as the what do you call it, the thing. Napoleon is Iron Man. Oh, that's not good. Now, one cool thing in my game is, like, you see both sides have muskets, but in my game, I'm going to go a little bit more than that. I'm going to actually define what kind of muskets they actually have. Hey, buddy.
Whoa, boy?
Yeah, I'm playing a game. I'm going to get my cavalry out of there because they're low on strength. They lost more than 2/3. That's a lot. Alright, yeah, we're good. Captain, keep an eye on the mech's heat. Be careful about the heat buildup from enemy attacks, otherwise it could be damaged and might even shut down. Okay, cool. I will keep an eye on that. I will roger that, as Tony Stark says. Are you guys excited that Tony Stark is going to be, well, I don't know how this is going to all work out, but apparently a version of Tony Stark in this multiverse in Marvel is going to be in the new Avengers movie. He's going to play Doctor Doom, which is really interesting. Because I wonder if, like, he'll be in his suit, like a modified Iron Man suit. Flanking attack. That's it? Let's actually fall back. They're in bad shape. We ain't risking it. And I do like these, what do you call it? These, I forgot what they called them, but it's a certain type of effect. So, like, you have fires going out here. You have like, there's a way that developers are able to add a very immersive environment. So, like, one documentary I'm following is on NoClip. So, go to youtube.com. Actually, let's do this together. Right? You can go to youtube.com and strategy work. No clip. Right. So I'm actually watching Disco Elysium. And it's really cool because it talks about the game, how the game came to be and stuff like that. But there is a trick that developers have been using since, I think, like the early 2000s, where you can make a very immersive environment, right? Like, stuff happening all over the place, like city is alive, but it's not taking, it's basically like a graphic that's just replaying itself, right? And it takes little to no of the resources, but the immersive effect that it gives you is ridiculous. I forgot the name of it, but and I can see that they're doing it here because it's giving you that immersive effect. The flag is flying and all that stuff. How would they? Oh, the citizen militia is not doing too well against the. Oh, medium heat. That's not good. I don't think. Right? It said. How do I define where the heat is? I'm assuming this integrity. I want to knock the cannon out because cannon is obviously going to be the most potent weapon. And then pivot to the left. Cut into them, boys. Oh, that's it. They all gone. And there's a flanking attack. I like the game that all includes the flanking attacks. You know, a lot of games they don't do that, and I think flanking attacks, especially in this period, are everything, right? Like that's basically what every commander was always trying to achieve to, break the flank, right? I mean, it goes all the way back to Alexander, even before that. The Bastille is ours. Lay down your arms, lingerie. We surrender. Please spare our lives. Let them go, Caesar. Our enemy is the monarchy. The garrison was only doing its duty. I'll be a nice Bonaparte. Turns to leave the... Oh. No, not him. Someone must pay for what happened today before anyone can... Oh, that's not going to be good for this guy. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not going to be good for that guy. Vive la revolution! At the hands of our own royal guard. Give the word, brother, and I will use our remaining colossi. Oh, no. Is that... Oh, man. No, it's true. Even if we had enough... How many more colossi do you have? Marquis de Lafayette. The violence must not continue. Indeed, and how shall we calm these brigands who loot my king? Enough for compromise, one that will preserve your dignity. The Bastille. Just finished her. We found out no prisoners, no weapons. What? An army in blue arrives in front of the Bastille. Left. Oh, the king has declared a ceasefire. All soldiers of the world are to withdraw from Paris. All revolution will be granted amnesty. So, oh man, I don't want to go up against my boy Lafayette. Who was a son to George Washington. But people. But you have already won. The king has ascended a new constitutional government for France. At the heart of the nation. Okay. Vive la revolution! People of Paris, this is merely the start of our fight. The king will remember this day in fear. With your power, we will change France, kill friends. You are free to express your dissatisfaction, but any talk of treason or regicide will result in arrest. Oh, man. I don't want to go, back and forth on the faction scale. Okay, good. But what use is peace without change? We, the Jacobins. Oh. I'm gonna side with my boy, the moderates. I'm sorry, we had the conflict, whatever. You've betrayed the king. I like that. I can't appeal to the loyalists anymore. That's pretty cool. See, this is why I like indie games, man, because they think outside the box, right? It's not just the same old. We made money off this formula. Let's just replicate it, and charge the same $60, $70 price. Indie games are like, let's do something new, which is why I buy a lot of indie games. I just bought Disco Inferno, no, whatever, that game that I just showed you guys, Disco Elysium. I just bought that, and I bought Dwarf Fortress because of this, and I'm probably gonna buy Dredge because it says a lot, honestly, when you watch these documentaries and you learn about, like, the passion these people have for the games. Like, the Forgotten City wouldn't be even on my wish list if it wasn't for, I think, this. So, like, I'm telling you, like, if you want to sell your game, right, get a documentary behind it. Vive la France. Oh, cool. All right, so we're in the campaign mode. Here you can see the party's current resources. Okay, nice. If I click it. Next. Codex. Click it, faction party, blah, blah, blah. Navigation bar, cool. All right. If I click on that. Menu bar, I'll click here. I'm going to have to do this for my game. Terror rises due to military violence. High levels of terror lead to major historical events. Interesting. While terror should be balanced, here you can see the current date, the turns until the national event, and the current level of terror. Very cool. Okay, I like this. Honestly, I'll be honest. When I came into this game, I thought it was just going to be like an RTS, or a turn-based, whatever, where you just like, just conflict, fight, and it's, something like that. This has depth, and I like that. Nice, cool. The only thing that I would say is add a backstory to how these Colossus were made. You can add, like, Leonardo da Vinci, you took inspiration, all that stuff that I mentioned. 4 out of 10. Okay. 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 All right, cool. So these are, I'm assuming, they're all rebels. Rebel scum. You rebel scum. Ooh, he has a big army. Versailles still exists today, believe it or not. So there's 2 armies here. How do I click the other army? Let's go like that. Oh, I can only command this guy? Oh. Can I defeat against them? Alright, so I'm on the side that's like the moderates, obviously. So moderates are like supposed to be like, let's only fight when we need to fight. Alright, let's see what I do when I click. Let me take a look at this. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah, I want a peaceful resolution. And I want Marquis de Lafayette as the head of the government, because, you know, he fought for the American Revolution. Washington's, I was going to say illegitimate child, not an illegitimate child, but Washington considered him like a son. And that is, you know, cool. Oh, you can meet and discuss. So there's like a diplomacy system in this game, too. Change is impossible. A revolution cannot succeed without violence. So you can hit negotiate. What is this? So money, power, and what the heck is I don't even know what that is. Interesting. I'll have to figure out how that works. So there's like a little bit of a diplomacy system here. And you got the codex. So this is more just like, I guess, giving you information. And this is votes for the burgesses. Interesting, cool. And I wonder, I'm assuming because they have Devon, Hampshire, and Kent, and then surrounding nations. So this war might expand. Discuss with the Moderates Club. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Moderates Club. Let's talk to Marquis de Lafayette. Discuss. Well, Bonaparte. I would have thought the opposite coming from Marquis de Lafayette, considering, you know, he fought for the, you know, American Revolution for a republic. Ah, okay. Interesting. Alright. So, did that knock out one of the things? Yes. Alright. Discuss with at the Royalist Club. So, let's go to the Royalist Club and talk to these guys. I gotta discuss both things with them. Alright, whatever. Views on terror. Alright, is that now like... Okay, I guess I still... I have to... I have to click the actual guy. Which guy do I have to talk to? Comte, this guy. Which he doesn't like me, I don't think. The state. More power. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So he's like, I'm gonna take care of everybody, and I gotta attack Melon. Okay. So one thing that I do want out of a game is like, and I can understand why I can't move these units, right? Because if you go into the codex, he's in charge, right? So he's probably going to move all the units. I'm in command of my forces, but like these are my objectives. One thing for the glorious cause I'm going to be doing is I'm going to give you a sandbox. I'm put you in right at different points in the American Revolution and say, hey, you know, whether you're American or British, right, find a way to win the war, right? I'm not going to give you objectives. I'm going to have you figure it out. You know, like, should I take New York, or should I just stay in Boston and maybe try to break out of Boston, or should I just immediately go to the southern colonies, take over that, and move north? You know, make you kind of develop your own battle plan, right? Not just hold your hand. You know, nobody wants to have their hand held. You know, at least I don't think so. So I can zoom in. I can't zoom out too far out, but the battle maps are very small, really small. All right. Oh, and these are line infantry. This is skirmishers, so we'll put them there. Line infantry here. We'll use you as like that. Begin mission. Now, whoa, that's a lot of. They got 2 line infantry, 4 line infantry. Jeez, that's a lot of line infantry. Okay. Let's move there. I wonder if there is what do you call it? If there's any defensive, what do you call it? You know, going into the whatever you call it, the this terrain here. If there's any defensive bonuses by going into that kind of terrain, should be right. You would think. I like that the whole screen shakes when that thing moves. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, you can negotiate. Ooh, alright, let's try that. Oh, no. It looks like, yeah, I could only negotiate with one unit, it looks like. It's interesting. Here they come, boys! Interesting. Now, you see there's a strategic element, and this is a tactical element. And, you know, in the tactical element right here, as you can see, it's not that big of a map, right? It goes about here, and that's about it. In Glorious Cause, we're making a hex map, I kid you not, from, like, where Quebec is, all the way down to the Caribbean, including naval hexes, to the Atlantic, and then parts of Europe. So it's going to be a big hex map. Yeah, so it's going to require quite a bit. It's going to require quite a bit of work. All right, let's do this. I would like to. Let's move him here. Move him here. And then I'm going to move him here. And then I'm going to move him here. So I'm hoping they're going to go after these guys, and then I'm going to flank them on both sides. I can't negotiate with them? Okay, I guess not. Ah, your mother's uncle. Really? Seriously, you think the metal bullets? so they are concentrating on my main force. They're already putting 3-4 units. Okay, so what we're going to do here is go like this. Oh, that's a normal attack. Dang it! Okay. That's what I want to do. Flanking attack. Whoa! That's it! Present! Fire! Present! Fire! Oh my gosh, these guys are not in. I'm gonna rally. There we go, flanking attack. Oh, that's it? That's cool. I like that you can gather momentum, you know, kind of thing. I like that, man. This is some really amazing stuff in this game. You can intimidate, motivate. That is really cool, man. Invalid negotiate target. They have to be below a certain threshold. Okay. Nice. Okay, that is cool, man. I gotta admit, that is really cool. They're hitting me in the flank. Seriously. Seriously, like I said. Ooh, medium heat. Okay. I think I'm about to lose my cavalry, though. My dragoons. And those guys defeated. Ah! Okay. Medium heat damage. I know. But let's go here. Regimented. What does that mean? Can I negotiate with anybody? No. No. Okay. That's fine. Let us destroy them. Boom! Wow, that's a lot. Ooh, I could do a bayonet charge. Okay. I think we're out. That's it. I think I don't have any. Oh, I do have these guys. Okay. I have to move all the way out there. Get the freak out. We're gonna try to flank these guys and, you know, rally. Ah, jeez, man. I know the heat is on. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of men lost. Okay. There goes them. Okay. Alright, so I only have 2 units left. And this guy, even though he's like, can I intimidate anybody to join my cause? Consumes 1. Let's destroy them. Seriously? Okay. And I'm going to have these guys flanking attack. That's it. One more. Alright. I guess that's it. There's nothing else I can do. Dang, man.
Oh, yeah.
I am taking a lot of them out, though. Wow. 501. They must have some kind of... Hold on, let's see if we can negotiate with some of them. No, they still won't give it up. Alright. It's alright. Intimidate. Let's destroy these units. That should... that doesn't knock out more.
Go.
One more now.
Let's go.
Flank and attack! Trample, what is this? Let's trample them. Can I do it? I guess not. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Okay, I'm not. I guess both of them do the same thing. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. One more? One more for good measure? No? Okay. That's alright. This is cool, guys. Oh, I lost. Oh, they're all gone, defeated. Oh, man, I only got one unit left. Well, you're the one that told me this was the objective. I had to go into this area. Maybe I can negotiate. Oh, okay, I got them out. Alright, cool. How many? Oh, man. Alright, I guess. So, they're down to 2 units. Oh, crap. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, Mech Saber, trample. Let's trample them. I don't have enough? Okay. I don't know if this is... I'm gonna win. I think I'm gonna lose. I only got one guy. I can't retreat, I don't think. Oh, man, the heat is... Ah! Let's say continue. Let's see what happens. Alright. I like that it gives you a retry. So I lost the big mech. Alright. So that's the end of the game. Okay. Alright, well, don't lose your mech. Alright. So my first impressions, I'm going to play more of it. I will play more of it. I now know that you cannot lose your mech. But overall, that is actually pretty cool. I think I should have probably built more forces before I attacked. Yeah, I wonder if it did an autosave. I see some autosave there, so. Okay, cool. Alright. We're back where we... Yeah, okay, cool. I like that it autosave. Thank you for people like me that probably were like... So, attack and conquer Melon, right? So obviously I need troops. How do I more troops, right? Because obviously what I have here is not going to cut it. The only question is, how do you get more troops? And that I'm probably going to have to figure it out. Or maybe unite with another unit, I don't know. But what I have here ain't enough to take this. So I'm assuming this is going to be a long-term or a medium-term kind of objective, but something that I can't do with the current forces. I thought I was going to be able to with this, but considering I honestly didn't know how many troops they had here. Well, I kind of did. But I thought that machine would have been able to, do a little bit more, but let's click enter and see what happens. Oh, they have one over here. It's almost like Risk a little bit, right? I got another one. So that's my side. So my side has 2 mechs. Interesting. Does feel a little Risk-like. And there's another. Okay. So, I really didn't even need to do it because they did it on themselves. Okay, click here, train a new unit. Okay. So had I waited 1 turn, I would have been able to Colossus or a battalion. Let's get a battalion. I want skirmisher, line infantry. Why are skirmishers more expensive than line infantry? That don't make sense. You actually get less. And then you get heavy cannon, light cannon, grenadier. Heavy musket attack is 3,000 to 7. How much money do I got? 3,000. 300, excuse me. How much does this unit cost? 250. Or I can get 2 of these guys. I like having more. Nice. Okay. So I got 1 new line infantry. I can get another. And I got this guy who's my cavalry guy. I wonder if I move him. Can I like click and move him here in charge of these guys? No. Oh, that's cool. Okay, interesting. That is very cool. So you don't have to have Napoleon running this big guy. This is really I'm very man, I'll tell you, I love indie developers. I'm just going to leave it at that. That is really cool. All right, I'm going to end it here, guys, because there's one other game I need to do, and I still need to do work for tomorrow for my nonprofit. Wow, this is cool, and it gives you tons of stuff. So they have the options baked right into the... Nice, very cool. Very cool. I am actually pleasantly really surprised with this game.
What?
Yeah, that is really cool. Let's see how much it is. Let's see money-wise. And it's on sale for 30% off. This game just came out. It's 30% off already. Interesting. And it just came out. Wow. So, if you ask me, guys, if you're interested, I was kind of hesitant with, like, all right, mechs with the French Revolution, but, you know, it works. I don't know how it works, but it's working. I would like some backstory to the mechs, but like, I like that there's like all these little functions where you can take commanders and put them in charge of certain units. So there's some type of order of, order of organization. You have like a type of diplomacy system. You have income, and it has like a risk type of strategic element. The tactical element is there. You have like flanking attacks, and then units can intimidate. You can negotiate. Like really interesting functions that they put in this game. They didn't just like slap two things together and were like, yeah, this is a game. We're putting it out. Which reminds me of a couple of the games. I'm not gonna say who they are, but yeah, this is definitely beats out. And $25. I'm just gonna put this because I wonder if they did a game on it. So like, there's a lot of these are not bad. Ooh, what specific general? 2001. Is this the original game that came out back in the day? I played this. Okay, I gotta make a separate video about that. Somebody, Strategic Simulations is reboxing and putting out all the games back on. That is sick. Okay, I gotta do a separate video on that. That is sick. Oh, that is sick, man. Okay, that is... Whoa, what is this? Where are these games coming from? I'm like finding all these little like nooks and crannies. That I normally don't find. Really interesting. So, like, once, no offense to this publisher, and, you know, I think at one point I did interview them, but, like, one thing I am not crazy about the stuff that they do is, like, and maybe they get some good reviews, like, you know, mostly positive. So maybe some people like it. I'm not crazy about it, because, like, you know, to me it feels very hollow, the games, you know. Like, compared this game to the game that I just played, I mean, I know it's $10. I guess that probably factors into the rating system. But compare that to, like, the $25. It has some animations and stuff like that. But one thing that I wish, like, Hexwar did is add more... Oh, they have a campaign system now. Okay. Alright, so I guess maybe it is worth it. So they are doing something different. They're adding campaigns to it. Alright, so I'll give them that, yeah. It's just like, you know, I don't know. A lot of times when I look at games like this, it's just like, what difference is there between this and, you know, like, I don't know. When I see games that have, like, simple mechanics, you know, simple animations. Like, I'm a game developer now, right? I design games. So, like, I know what it takes and stuff like that. Like, a game like this wouldn't take wouldn't have taken us long to build. Like, this would have probably took me and my team probably like maybe 1 or 2 months.
Hey, Daddy. Oh, hey, Baba. Call me Daddy. Okay, Daddy.
I mean, they have some cool things here like cavalry animations. I don't know. I honestly feel though that like a game like this, like I could, if I was a developer and I just wanted to like, like really come out with something real quick, I can get my team to make something like this in, a month or two. But we're taking months to like go over adding so many more mechanics like fog of war, adding like day and night cycle, adding switching out are going to be switching out commanders, detached regiment or detached company, just adding more and more into a tactical battle where, I don't feel like this has that. Maybe I got to play it, but also it has like a, 1 to 10 kind of thing where it's like the unit's at a 10, what's 10? Is that means that is 1,000 troops? I don't know. Like, we're actually researching how many troops were there, who was in command, getting the portraits of the actual commanders for the glorious cause, right? Which, by the way, is really hard because I was trying to get the portraits, the paintings for the Hessian commanders, and the Hessian commanders weren't led by the actual brigade or division commanders. They were led by some lieutenants, and I think maybe one was a major, but there was no like paintings of them. So it's just like, all right, we gotta figure out a way to kind of facilitate making a painting of them based upon references to them in historical text. So, my artist is going to have to do that. And I know we could cheat and just put like, what do you call it? We could just put nobody there, but I want somebody, you click on the brigade or a regiment and it actually has that person there. So, yeah, there's a lot to game development. Music, SFX, graphics, bugs, and games like this, $9.99. So like I can't really put too much on them. This game is not really that expensive. So for a $10 game to get like a really simple Gettysburg experience, I guess it's worth it. For me, like I want something that has more depth to it, like 849 soldiers, this is the rifle they have, this is how much ammo they have, right? If enemy moves on their turn, should my unit have responsive fire, turn off responsive fire below this amount of ammo that you have, things like that. So a lot more in depth. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. I will put a link in the description for this game. This game actually really surprised me, so props to the studio that actually made it. Studio, and this is their first game, and yeah, it has 71% reviews. So yeah. Anyway, catch you guys in the next one.